Hi everybody, this is Caesar here, and here we have the Toyota 2000 GT. The 2000 GT was first introduced to the automotive world during the 1965 Tokyo Motor Show. Developed jointly with Yamaha, the Toyota 2000 GT is powered by a front-mounted 2-liter straight-six engine that produces 153 brake horsepower and around 130 pound-foot of torque to power its rear wheels. The whole car weighs just around 1100 kg due to the optimum use of aluminium to ensure that the whole car is light. And when it was in development, the 2000 GT broke 3 new world records and 30 new international speed trial records. Now, the 2000 GT is also widely regarded in the automotive world as Japan's first supercar, and during the same year as it was launched, the car was featured in the 1967 James Bond movie You Only Live Twice. Since the car is jointly developed between Toyota and Yamaha, Yamaha took advantage of its musical instrument business and contributed greatly to the interior of the 2000 GT, particularly in the interior of the car. So all the woodwork found in the interior of the 2000 GT are of the same wood material that Yamaha uses to manufacture their pianos. So advanced technologies are also applied in other areas, such as the use of cast magnesium disc wheels and hand-sprayed body paint work. So each car was produced one by one and by hand, and during its production period, only 351 examples were being built, making the 2000 GT one of the most collectible Japanese cars ever made. So the price tag? Well, getting your hands on the 2000 GT in the real world will probably cost you around $1 million. So let's look at the interior of the car right now. Okay, so here we are in the 2000 GT, which is a very special car. So just want to go through, review some of the interesting pointers regarding its interior. So here I am. If you watch my videos frequently, normally I wouldn't drive at this track, but I think it's quite appropriate to actually bring this what is known as the first Japanese supercar out for a spin at the Tokyo Expressway. So very lovely interior, right? Developed in the mid 60s. So this car was officially launched in 1967, and there's only about 351 examples being built overall. So as I mentioned previously in the introduction, getting one of these cars in the real world will set you back about $1 million US. So it is that rare and one of the more sought after Japanese car that's available right now. Well, interior wise, as you can see, there's tons of wood that's being used inside the interior, and it's really great that Polyphony Digital managed to, transform this rare car into GT Sport. And the 2000 GT was jointly developed together with Yamaha. So in all the woodwork that you actually see here in this interior is actually the same material that Yamaha used for their piano, with the exact craftsmanship being used. Alright, so well, here we are. I don't think I'll be approaching this VR drive as the usual test drive, but however, I think I'll just approach it in a slightly more casual and relaxing way. I think the purpose here is, when it comes to this car, the 0 to 60 time is no longer relevant. Just the fact that we are able to drive one of this car, even virtually, is really awesome. So of course in VR you can really see the intricate details of this very rare car. It's not even easy to spot one on the road these days. Usually you will probably see one likely in the museums and whatnot. So well, let me just go through a few things. Mirror wise, okay, I'm not sure whether you managed to catch in the introduction, but just want to focus on the side mirror, which is, you can see that it's quite far away from your usual position. but still you can still have a good visibility. Just using that small round mirror that you see here, and the headlights flap does actually open in the tunnel. Not sure whether you guys caught it during the start of the video, but to rewind back and check it out how it actually opens up. Right, so well, you can see the beautiful woodwork that's been crafted right here, and you have your gauges in the center console. There's your fuel, your oil, water, an amp, and we have the radio, a clock, and there's a switch here. Honestly, I'm not sure what it is, but the amount of woodwork being used here, both on the steering and the console, is really awesome. Right, then we have the very lovely rev meter that goes all the way to about, I guess we can upshift about 7,000 RPM. And the top speed of this car, I think, well, we can find out later, but again, we are talking about a car that comes from the 60s, right? Well, I think the aircon vent is really small. I hope, they really worked back in the day. But I can really sense that the driver's seat is really very tight. Oh, there's more woodwork here, and this is the back view, where I guess you can open the rear window, and you can just put your stuff there. Alright. And no headrest for the passenger side as well as on the driver's side. Well, I think the interior really looks awesome. It's you see polished metals around, and these are very well crafted woodwork and leather. Very lovely combination. What a rare car. Okay, so I guess we can really bring the roof down. I think the hinges are here. You can obviously see how to bring up the contrast a bit. Yep, and of course not to mention that this car actually appeared in the Bond film. Oh, okay, that's the Ford Focus ST. That's our rival. So yep, I'm going to bring this car for a spin right now. So here we go. Just take it for a leisure drive, and hopefully we can also have a chat about a bit more about this car. So here we go. Oh yeah, before I forget, the engine noise. Wow, really sporty. 2-liter straight 6 engine. Okay, here we go. So the bumps you're actually hearing now, it comes from the root surface. Just downshift to gear 1, making this very nice U-turn here. Actually, driving in this track in VR is really awesome. It's my first time driving in VR mode in this particular track. And you can sense that the front of the car is really long. We are going up slope. In fact, when this car was in production, during the speed trial, I think it broke 3 world records and also created 13 new international records as well. So nice to drive around Tokyo. Going downhill. So this car will cost you around 160,000 GT credits. Not expensive, definitely. For a car like this. Wow, you can really see the buildings around you. It sets in the mood. Upslope into the left-hander. Oh, very nice. Enjoying the view as I'm driving. Back into the tunnel. You can hear the difference in the sound. We just downshift and bring this up. Very nice, very nice. Maybe let's do another track and bring this around another circuit. Okay, so here we are at the Nürburgring. Just want to spend a bit more time with this car and really show you guys how this car drives in VR. The arches in the front really is quite similar to the 650S, whereby and also the MP412C, whereby the wheel arch helps you to have more visibility towards the front. Of course, you can always peer upwards and take a look, but in a normal driving position, it helps a lot. Oh, what a car! The interior is so nice and it's somewhat distracting as well, because you just want to stare at the interior and admire the woodwork. Fifth gear, approaching 200 kilometers per hour. From the rearview mirror, I can see the Ford Focus ST in bright yellow in the rearview mirror, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I just enjoy the drive. It's really quick now. Better brake earlier. Back in the mid-60s, the Toyota actually bring this car to this track. I guess it's time to read out the history, but I really like the whole idea of bringing this car right here and have it for a spin. It's just awesome. is one car that proves that you don't need to drive a supercar or high performance car to really enjoy what is called driving. So the gear shift between first and second is a bit on the slower side. But other than that, after you go after gear 2, the shifting speed is better. From where I'm sitting, I really have to peer upwards to just take a look at what's in front. I reckon we should be able to get this car around the ring within 10 minutes, I hope. It's quite easy to do a lift oversteer because of the lightweight. Ultimately, this car weighs just around 1100 kilograms. And the brakes are really effective. Approaching the carousel. Always try to keep it as smooth as possible. Despite driving around the Nürburgring for thousands and thousands of laps, but each time when I revisit this track, driving around the track is always a very different and pleasant experience. I say that this car is really pretty well balanced. The steering is also responsive. And definitely it feels really sporty, particularly when driving something like that in the 60s. high-speed section here. It's so easy to do a lift oversteer in this car. Approaching the main street, trying to carry as much speed as possible. Wow. And let's see whether we can hit the top speed. So over 200 kilometers per hour. Just keep it still. Push against the wheel. 220 kilometers per hour. I'm gonna lift off right now and brake. The car is really very well balanced. I think Toyota did a very good job with this car. What a car. And across the finish line. Okay, so that's it. Thank you guys for watching. That was the Toyota 2000 GT from 1967. What a classic icon. Being able to drive this car in GT Sport, I think, well, really an awesome experience. So leave your comments and do like the video if you enjoy watching, and subscribe for more VR contents moving forward. And any requests to have any specific car to be driven in VR mode, do let me know as well, and I'll see you guys soon.